Hello and welcome to Inacore Gaming. Today is the War Robots test server, as it is every weekend. You may wonder why I do a War Robots test server video each weekend. Well, it's because if you do this and post a YouTube video, it says you'll get an in-game reward, which I have not yet received for any of the videos that you may have watched. But keep trying. It may or may not be their fault. These test servers are for Android and the iOS system. They do not have a test server for their Facebook, Steam, Amazon platform. And they really don't show any love for their Facebook / Steam / Amazon players. We continue not to have options that you have in Android, and I'm assuming it's because the player base on that platform is so much smaller. Why would they do anything for the people who are, regardless of the fact that I'm sure that the Facebook people, I play against the guys who have spent who knows how much money, but regardless of that, they're not spending as much money as the Android and iOS people are, so therefore they're not shown any love. Because this game is and has always been pay to win. Now, I wanted to go ahead and start the video because I'm running into some bugs. And so I thought, Pixonic, if you tune in, you would want to see these bugs so you can help fix them for us. I know you run your test server for this reason, so the first thing that I'm seeing is I wanted to change my name, and it puts me into an infinite loop. So I was going to show you one of the changes for this week is the profile, the differences in the profile, and I was going to show you that, but every time I come here, it just sits there, spinning like a top. So that's an issue. Never seems to stop. Excuse me. I can hit an escape, and that gives me a second spinning loop. But it does take me back to the hangar. But it doesn't get rid of my spinning loop. And I can no longer affect anything. No matter what I click on, nothing works. So in effect, the game has basically crashed as far as I'm concerned. So we can pause the video there. I'll close this app down, reopen it, and we'll go forward from there. Hang on just a minute. Okay, and we are back. So I made a mistake just a second ago. When you go to the profile, that's not where you change your name. You change your name in the settings up here instead, which seems to work fine. I don't want to go there. I'm afraid it'll crash. But if you go to the profile, is where you go into your infinite loop. I was just going to look at the profile. Let's see. As always on the test server, there's some information I want to start off with. This week we're going to be looking at The 3 Titan robots changes. The Arthur and the Ao Ming have both had their hit points increased to 493,500. The Arthur has 2 shields. Each shield now has 382,500 hit points. And the base damage reduction is 17% for both the Arthur, the Ao Ming, and the Kid. I'm not sure if that changed or not. The Ao Ming has 41% resistance when not in flight. It has a healing ability of 10,000 hit points per second. The duration has been reduced from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. I'm not sure about that either. It may have already been 4 seconds. And the Kid has 538,000 hit points now with a 17% base damage reduction, and a 55% damage reduction when its ability is active. They have not shown us any changes to the weapons. The only other thing they indicated being tested is the hanger. And of course, we already seen one bug. If you go to the profile, it goes into an infinite loop. The other bug that I ran into, I can't really show you, although it may happen again, but when I went to purchase a new Titan, it allowed me to do that. Can buy it. Reduced my down, so it certainly looks like I've purchased it. If I go back, it's not here. What? Kid. If I click on the Kid, I see an Ao Ming. And I can change the robot. Let's buy an Arthur. Okay. Go back. Back. I'm clicking on back. Click, 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 click. Go back. Well, that seems to have crashed. Yep, crashed. Okay, there's bug number 2 for you. Hang on. I'm going to pause the video again, and we'll fix it, and then we'll be back. Hang tight. Okay, and we are back. And yes, it apparently has swapped out to the Arthur, which is not the one that I really wanted to test. Let's see if we can't get the Ao Ming in there. It's in my inventory. Can move it to Hangar 1. Let's go back. It appears to be working. But we still have an Arthur instead of an Ao Ming. If I click on it, it's the Ao Ming. But it shows the Arthur. So is it an Ao Ming or is it an Arthur? I'm gonna pause the video close it down. Okay, and we're back once again. And this time we do have an Ao Ming. And that's because that's the one I wanted to test this week. Last week I did the Kid. This week I want to do the Ao Ming. Maybe next week, if they're still doing Titans, we'll do the Arthur. I like the rockets because, as far as I'm concerned, the other weapons sets are cool, but they simply are not effective against other Titans. Only the rockets are effective against other Titans. Now I may test the other ones in future videos just to show them to you, but this particular time I want to do the rockets. The splash damage of the rockets ignores the shield of the Arthur, which basically makes the Arthur useless. The Arthur is of the three, the Arthur is by far the worst of the Titans. The Ao Ming is probably the best because of the 4 weapons. The mobility of being able to fly over things, and the resistance that you get by going to the ground. It's probably by far the best. The Kid is, in my opinion, the second one because of its 55% damage reduction when its ability is out. So if you can, the problem is the lack of mobility. It's hard to hide. I mean, the Kid we may have to play with a little bit more because maybe you use the 600-meter weapons, you step out of cover, deploy your weapon, step out of cover, shoot a few times, step back behind cover. If you can avoid being shot by Ao Mings, then it might be fairly viable. The Arthur is by far no good. And these are my opinions, of course. But the Arthur just seems kind of useless. It's cool. I think the Arthur is a cool bot, but it needs something else. I don't know what. Not sure the whole, I mean, it's really cool, but maybe it needs resistance to explosive damage, or maybe it needs the ability to equip a shield, like an energy shield that would protect it from rockets, from splash damage. Then maybe you might have to sacrifice a weapon, but maybe you could equip a shield, and then it's you'd have physical shield and an energy shield, and maybe it would be viable at some point. But at this point, the Arthur is no good. The next bug that I found was I went into my Titan and I was able to upgrade the Titan with no problem. This all worked fine. But then the next thing that I did was started putting my robots into the hangar, and when I did that, I suddenly went to a negative platinum number, minus 300 and something, and could no longer do anything. I couldn't purchase a different robot. I couldn't upgrade the other Titans. So I'm just going to completely avoid that at this point. Hey, look, it says we have pilots this time for our did I miss something? That was there, right? I didn't imagine that. There was a pilot thing for the Ao Ming? Okay. So that's gone. No modules yet. Okay. Appear to be equipped. We still have money. Last time it went to a negative 328. The store appears to work a little better this time than it did last week. Looks like they've worked on keeping the interface from crashing as badly. Okay, I'm going to pause the video there, and I'm going to get my hanger set up, and then I'll be back. Okay, and we are back. And so the glitch has happened. See, I'm currently at minus 493 platinum. So I went from 2,500 or whatever it was to the good to minus 493. And that happened while I was putting the hanger together. So that effectively means I can't change my Titan, or if I do change my Titan, I can't upgrade the Titan or buy weapons or anything like that, which is okay. This is the test server anyway, but I just wanted to point that out, that at some point going into the hanger and setting the hanger up so that I got all my bots and the pilots and the weapons that I want and all that stuff, somehow glitched out the platinum. Don't know. Pixonic, if you're looking, if you're watching, there's something going on there. But I now have my pilots in. Oh, see, I guess that's what I want to show you. So we have the Invader. Chosen Corona weapons with armor kits and anti-control, advanced repair. I'm going to use this as my tank. Here's my pilot. The skills I'm using: sharpshooter is very important on the shotguns. These are repair, durability. I'm also running both Death Survivor and Foolhardy Quartermaster, which gives me another suppression ability at 50% and another heal at 50%. The Phantom, running Blaze and Igniter, trying to get anti-control, last stand, and a little bit of health, a little bit more health in this, using phase shift for a little bit more survivability. Here are the pilot skills: a lot of speed and health, healing, speed, but also have modules that last longer. The Leech, using storms, thermo nuke for a little more added damage, phase shift for a little bit more get me out of jail free kind of thing. My pilot skills, a little bit of healing, health, some speed. The Leech is a little bit slow. Sharpshooter for the storm, and we have both of the modules so that they both last longer and recharge quicker. The Ares, this is what I'm working toward on my main account. on the live server nowadays, the Ares is less effective than it was because of the shield breaker modules that have come out. You can't brawl as effectively, so I'm working toward a more long range, mid range. I call this a mid range build for the Ares, and so that's why I'm trying it out today. Wanted to try out because this is the build that I'm going to, and I wanted to see if it can be effective or I can use it effectively, get some experience with it. I have anti-control to prevent me from being locked down, thermonuke to give me a little extra oomph, last stand just because you can, it's the live server, why not, running quantum radar to try to counter some Ares and Lokis. I'm not Ares, Aljuns and Lokis, Spectres, anything with stealth from a distance. Pilot skills, a little bit of extra speed, some durability, modules that refresh and come about, guidance operator to lock on to the sparks so that the sparks lock on more quickly, and then more speed. The Ares is kind of slow nowadays. And being ranged, I want to fire and get back into cover. And lastly, the Aljun. I just really enjoy playing the dragon, flame breathing dragon with more flames. I just really enjoy that. That's just fun. So I've got a little bit more damage, anti-control to try to prevent me from being locked down, last stand because why not, quantum radar to counter other Aljuns. Might as well get 5% more health. Can't hurt. And the pilot skills, armor, modules that last longer, a little bit of speed, and a couple of healing abilities. Okay, and hopefully we'll get into that Titan as quickly as possible because that's what we really are testing today. So I want to be able to show that. So let's see if we can't get a match. Come on, give me a good team. Good team, good team, good team. Love it. Love this sniper hangar with my brawling sniper map with my brawling hangar. That's always a lot of fun. I guess we'll start with my mid-range setup. Wow, no tutorial? There's always a little tutorial at the beginning. That's quite strange. I am hunting that Loki down. Because we are losing our... He is the one that's killing us. I can't believe it took me out in the Loki. That is some kind of craziness. And I can't walk. Just love the fact that I cannot walk. That is wonderful. Wonderful, Pixonic. Look at that. Unable to walk at all. I can't even get up there to get that beacon back. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Don't fall backwards. Go up. So frustrating not being able to walk. So frustrating not being able to walk, Pixonic. So frustrating. That battle was over so quickly I never got into the Titan. I guess we'll try the again with the long distance. But if I can't walk on slopes, this is just going to be extremely frustrating. I wonder if anybody else is having any problems. Oh, look at them, just walking just fine. No problem. Now, if I try to do it, am I going to be able to walk down this slope? Well, I could. I did. Huh. Is it that map? Great. So now this one can't walk up a slope. So it's not the first one that I deploy, apparently. The second robot that I deploy can't walk up a slope. Lovely. It's not just me. Other people can't walk slopes either. Why did I not? Why it's so short? And I still didn't get to a Titan. If I could just walk, it would be so much easier to show you a Titan if I could walk. I could actually do something instead of just standing there tippy-toeing around on a map where I can't do anything else. It's so frustrating. So frustrating, Prixonic. It's impossible to show you a Titan when I can't even walk. Maybe we'll get a map where it's flat. Sinjin seems to work pretty well because there's only a few slopes anywhere, and you can actually walk around. I guess I could have. In Yamantau, I could have stayed up on the platforms. At least then I could walk and might be able to do a little something. That was pretty fun. Yeah. Still didn't get to a Titan. I don't know, Pixonic. I don't know. I'll be able to show you a Titan. As much as that's the plan, but I don't know. Can't seem to even get to a point where I can show that. One more battle. I'll give it one more shot, and then I'm gonna have to end this video. Maybe I'll pause the video, or maybe I'll keep doing some shooting and then edit the video later so that it'll make it shorter. Maybe that's what I can do. Can't even walk on a flat surface. It's crazy. Finally. What was up with the inability to target from up there? Why did it keep swapping? That's terrible. But finally we got a Titan in. So there you go, Pixonic. And everybody else. There is the test server for this weekend. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider giving the video a like and a comment and subscribing to the channel. I very much appreciate you tuning in to Inicore Gaming. Please find a place of worship that you feel safe and you enjoy attending. Attend it regularly with an open heart and an open mind, and I think that you will find, as I do, that is a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Until next time, see you later.